the roundaway girl that live in Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably...
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. There he goes right side. play in the game, CD. 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 25-yard line. Corral to throw on first and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. And he fires one that's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Fournette again here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Back to throw again. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. In motion, the tight end. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll set up a throw.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game has been looming on both of their schedules.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fournette running out of the gun and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. The 30, 10, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Even the great ones. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Corral will throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 10, Panthers 7.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Corral now to throw. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
4th down. Corral looking to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Corral with it on 1st down.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A 1st down throw here for Corral.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 24, Corral.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hubbard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hubbard again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Panthers are once again back in front.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Buccaneers 10. Zane Gonzalez is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Trouble, 38.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Black Ultra. Okay.
They're going to look to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Drop, 17. Yellow. Smash, red. Ready,
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Right. Red cycle. Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, set.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Watch out now. 50 fury. Light blue. Claws red.
They'll set up to throw.
And he'll find Pittman. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready. Green jack. Yellow.
Now a receiver in motion left.
Glasses. 6. Red. Yellow.
2nd and 4.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Yellow blue. Steel black. Blue striker.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Gonzalez's kick is good,
and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here's Corral on first down. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Now Corral on 3rd and 2.
Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. On first down, Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
22 middle.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Black shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Strikers, 3-3. Yellow, 1.
Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Corral looking to throw it.
Flushed out right. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Third down, Corral.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Slot man moves right.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch, yellow. Ready?
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Yellow. Black, red. White, white.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. The slot man in motion right.
Red, cycle. White, blue. Long red.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Opposite, 3.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
From the gun, Corral.
Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for more.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
Cycle. Jet, jet.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
Slot man moves right.
Green jack.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
1 yard gain brings up 7 man at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. He's good. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's Corral. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Play action here, Corral. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Field black. Blue striker. Six, 7. Black shot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Corral with it on first down. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Second down and 7. Corral. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, here's Corral. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Fournette on the counter. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to swell the lead to 6. McPherson's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Corral to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Here's Corral.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now Corral.
Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Corral.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll go for it on fourth. Here's Corral.
He's going to try and go deep again.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bucs, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the gurus of gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams, because cause they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends, I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles, you need to grow. I be rushing mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to touch me for the glory of more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high.